Hello guys, welcome back to another monotype battle against an OU team. In this case we're facing Lead Gunner, using standard pack team again, so Choice Band Scissor, Mega Pincer, Scarf Heracross, and then physically defensive Volcarona to set up. Now he's got quite an offensive team here, Sun offense with a lot of special attackers that my team doesn't appreciate. So obviously Excadrill here is the main threat, in sand outspeeding everything and hitting with Rock Slide. So in order to prevent that, I think, well, if I get Sticky Webs up, then Scarf Heracross should outspeed Excadrill. So that's my plan here. Latios will feel really pressured to defog against a Monobug team, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that. Also, I predict his Tyranitar to go for Stealth Rocks, to be honest. So if I trade hazards, at least Latios, I could force Latios to defog for me and at least get rid of rocks, but he goes straight for the Stone Edge. So that gets rid of Galvantula in one hit. I had to go for Sticky Webs there. Bug Buzz doesn't do anything to Tyranitar. I don't even know the set, but I've played this matchup like way too many times. I know that thing is super weak. So I go into Heracross, and I know it has Gengar in the back, so no point on clicking Close Combat. I went for Megacorn because it still hits Tyranitar super effectively, and at least hits Gengar somehow. So, like I said, I don't have many switch-ins for special attackers. He's got Keldeo, Gardevoir, Gengar, and Latios, so I go into Scissor because it can take one hit. It's immune to Sludge Wave, and so yeah, Shadow Ball doesn't KO, but it does a ton, obviously. And I was predicting the switch into Excadrill or something like that, or Keldeo, to be honest. Like, Keldeo is usually a Scissor switch in, but he stays in. I don't know why, to be honest. Like, I could have killed with Bullet Punch. Maybe he was just afraid of the Swords Dance, or he thought I was gonna force it. Who knows? The thing is, also on his defense, like, he's playing offense, so he can't afford to lose momentum there. So he just was trying to sack Gengar perhaps to get in the free switching. So I go into Heracross because I know I outspeed his Life Orb. From the previous damage, I know that he's in range for Mega Horn to kill. So I put pressure there on Latios. I didn't want him to defog. But now comes the Keldeo, which resists, obviously, Mega Horn. However, I don't have any switch-ins, so I just stay in and pray that I didn't get burned. And look at the damage, like +1 Heracross, a resisted hit, and it's gonna be a 2-hit KO. That's just like really mean. So Keldeo goes down, and again that's really great because it's a bug resist, and also can potentially check my Volcarona along with Tyranitar. So he brings in Tyranitar, and obviously he's just gonna sack. He's trying to get the sun up. I think, in my opinion, he should have preserved Tyranitar so he gets more sun turns later on. So he just sacks it, and I get the boost. But then now he can bring in Excadrill, really. So I don't know what was the point on saving Latios in the end. I think it was much better to just switch out, sack Latios, bring in Excadrill, and then if anything happens, just sack Tyranitar again, hopefully resetting Sun. So I send in Fortress to take the hit, or he still has Gardevoir left, so he could have used that as a sack to preserve Sand. He misses, but it doesn't matter much because I'm physically defensive. I go for the Stealth Rock here, and now I'm predicting the defog, so I went with Volt Switch to bring in Heracross and continue the cycle. So he only has Excadrill to resist. Gardevoir dies, Latios obviously dies, and Tyranitar dies as well. But he goes for HV Fire instead. I wasn't really expecting that, but well, that's what he had. and red card brings in Gardevoir, but that still works to my favor because I'm burning 1 turn of sand and I'm still getting the free Volt Switch. If Excadrill would have come in, that was just really bad because he doesn't waste a turn of sand and then Volt Switch gets blocked essentially. But now with Stealth Rock, Volt Switch, and Sandstorm, Chuck Norris is just gonna grab another KO. Notice that his only resist is Excadrill, which is not gonna appreciate. He doesn't want it to get weakened essentially. Also, Pinsir is on the back without Stealth Rocks on my field, so I have priority to take care of it if it comes to that. So I click Mega Horn. Luckily I hit. I've been hitting all of them, to be honest. That's surprising. Sometimes I miss a lot. So Chuck Norris gets another kill. Tyranitar is gone, so Sand is gone essentially, and Excadrill is not as scary anymore. He doesn't know I'm a slow Volcarona, so I can block that if needed. But I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk Heracross or Sack, so I just send in Fortress to take the hit. It dies, it doesn't matter. So that allows me to bring Heracross again. Now I could have gone into Pinsir, but my Pinsir doesn't have close combat, it has Earthquake. He still has his Air Balloon intact. So he goes into Latios, predicting the close combat. I still go for it because as you can see, it's gonna be a 2-hit KO. Look at that power. Like, a resist is getting 2-hit KO here. Chuck Norris just going ham on his team. So close combat again, that takes care of Latios, and now that Excadrill is not in sand, my Scarf Heracross is just gonna finish it. And this is essentially, well, the match, it's gonna end 5-0 in my favor, but Chuck Norris just killed all of his team members, pretty much. And this is just to show a little bit how's the matchup against another offensive team. You really need to keep up the momentum and keep the pressure up, so he doesn't have many free switches. Notice how Excadrill could have just could have done a lot of work against my team, but that wasn't the case the way it was played. So good game, Lead Gunner. It was a short match, but a very enjoyable one. I hope you guys liked it. Alright, see you until next time.